Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news folks. If you've been watching the Browns lately, you realize how much this team is shaping up to be a real force in the AFC. The preseason, as always, brings a bit of unpredictability, but it also gives us a glimpse into what could be a very promising season ahead. And today, we're diving deep into the latest developments, especially focusing on the quarterback battle that's been heating up in Cleveland. We've seen some interesting performances, some moments that make you think, wow, this team is really on the rise, and others, well, that show there's still work to do. But one thing is for sure, the Browns are positioning themselves to be serious contenders once the regular season kicks off. So let's start with the latest preseason game, which was a real roller coaster for Browns fans. Dillon Gabriel, the young quarterback who's been fighting for a spot on the roster, finally got his chance to start in the second preseason game against the Philadelphia Eagles, after missing the opener due to a hamstring injury. And let me tell you, he didn't waste this opportunity. Gabriel played the entire first half, and for a guy returning from injury, he looked confident out there. The Browns got off to a blazing start, moving the chains efficiently, converting third down after third down, and leading a solid touchdown drive early on. Gabriel was on point, going 4 for 4 on that drive, showing impressive ball placement, especially on that second third down conversion, where he threaded the needle nicely, putting the ball exactly where only his receiver could make a play. But as we know, football is a game of highs and lows, and Gabriel's day was no different. His first drive was very promising, but then things started to get a little shaky. On the second opportunity, he threw an interception, a pick six no less, into traffic, which allowed the Eagles to take the lead. That's a tough pill to swallow, especially when you're trying to make a case for yourself among a crowded quarterback room. But Gabriel responded well, leading the Browns down the field again, helping them kick a field goal and regain some momentum. It's worth noting that his decision-making in that moment showed resilience, and he looked like a quarterback willing to learn from mistakes. However, things took a turn on the very next possession, when Gabriel fumbled the handoff on the first play of the fourth drive. That's the kind of mistake that can really haunt a player, especially in a competitive environment like preseason. And then, just when you think things couldn't get more dramatic, the Eagles capitalized on the turnover. Andrew Mukuba, the second-round pick for Philadelphia, took advantage of Gabriel's pass and returned it for a pick six. I mean, that was a moment that probably made some Browns fans hold their breath. It's a tough reminder that, even with all the talent and potential, turnovers can be the undoing of a promising drive or even a game. After the game, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski didn't sugarcoat things. He pointed out that there's plenty to clean up, which is a very honest assessment. He acknowledged that Gabriel did some things well, especially early on, with a solid understanding of the offense and good execution on third downs. But he also highlighted the mistakes, those turnovers, that need to be corrected if Gabriel wants to be a consistent starter. Stefanski emphasized that both Gabriel and his other quarterbacks are still in the process of development. Interestingly, he chose not to compare Gabriel's preseason performance directly with Shedeur Sanders, who played later in the game, instead focusing on the overall progress of the quarterbacks. He said, "I'm pleased with both those guys, where they are in their progression," which shows a cautious optimism, but also a recognition that this competition isn't over yet. Now, the thing to remember here is that Cleveland's quarterback battle is one of the most talked-about storylines heading into the season. You've got Gabriel, who's young and still proving himself, trying to climb the ranks. Then there's Shedeur Sanders, a highly touted rookie, who also got playing time and is impressing with his mental approach and skill set. The veteran presence of Joe Flacco and the potential of Kenny Pickett, who's a bit of an unknown in this mix, add layers of complexity to the competition. But Gabriel's performance in this game, despite the mistakes, showed flashes of what he can bring to the team: poise, good decision-making early on, and the ability to lead a drive. And that's exactly what the Browns need if they want to contend for a deep playoff run. And let's not forget, folks, the Browns are in a crucial period. The last preseason game is right around the corner, and it's going to be vital for these quarterbacks to make a strong impression. Coach Stefanski has been pretty clear that he's uncertain whether all four will be healthy enough to play in that final tune-up against the Cincinnati Bengals. That game is going to give us even more clarity about who will start the season under center. The competition is fierce, and every snap counts. Cleveland's coaching staff is carefully evaluating not just skill, but leadership, decision-making, and how each quarterback handles pressure. The stakes are high, and the fans are eager to see who will emerge as the number one guy. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The Browns have been building this roster for some time now, and the expectation is that they're not just looking for a quarterback who can manage the game but someone who can elevate the entire offense. The team's defense has been formidable, and if the offense can find consistency with their new signal caller, Cleveland could be a serious threat. The offense, after all, has some talented pieces, receivers, tight ends, and a solid offensive line that can help any quarterback succeed. The key will be finding that guy who can operate efficiently under pressure, avoid turnovers, and lead the team on those crucial drives in the fourth quarter. Talking about the team's recent history, Cleveland has been on an upward trajectory, but they've also faced their fair share of inconsistency and heartbreak. Remember, this franchise has struggled for years, but in recent seasons, they've shown resilience and a desire to finally reach the postseason and beyond. The coaching staff, led by Stefanski, has been diligent in instilling a winning mentality, and the front office has made strategic moves to bolster the roster. Drafting Shedeur Sanders was a bold move, showing the Browns are serious about finding that next franchise quarterback. And Gabriel, with his strong arm and athletic ability, remains in the mix, eager to prove he belongs. As for the upcoming season, expectations are high. Cleveland fans are hungry for success, and rightly so. The AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in football, with teams like the Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers always ready to battle it out. The Browns know that every game counts, and the quarterback position will be pivotal. The preseason battles, the performances, the mistakes, and the development of these young players will set the tone for what's to come. Gabriel or Sanders can step up and seize the moment. It could mean the difference between a playoff appearance or another year of near misses. In terms of statistics, the Browns' offense last season showed flashes of brilliance, but was hampered by inconsistency at the quarterback position. The team finished with a decent record, but there was a feeling that they could take the next step with better quarterback play, someone who can make the right reads, avoid costly turnovers, and lead the team in crunch time. The preseason has been a testing ground for that, and while Gabriel's performance was mixed, it's clear the coaching staff is looking for improvements. The same applies to Shedeur Sanders, who's been impressive in his own right with his mental toughness and quick decision-making. What's really exciting for Browns fans is that this quarterback competition isn't just about who throws the best ball or makes the most spectacular plays. It's about leadership, poise, and the ability to handle the pressure of NFL Sundays. It's about finding someone who can command the huddle, inspire confidence in teammates, and bring that winning mentality to the field. This preseason has been a critical chapter in that story, and the final game will be another crucial piece of the puzzle. Looking ahead, Cleveland's fans have every reason to be optimistic. The team's roster, coaching staff, and recent draft picks all point towards a season where they believe they can make a real playoff push. The quarterback battle will be decided not just by stats or one game, but by consistency, leadership, and the ability to perform under pressure. The Browns have shown resilience and growth, and they're now entering a phase where all the pieces could finally come together. The AFC North is tough, no doubt about it, but Cleveland's talent and determination could tip the scales in their favor. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this quarterback battle? Are you feeling confident about Gabriel's chances, or do you think Sanders has the edge? Or maybe you're still undecided and waiting to see how the final preseason game unfolds. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what this season holds for our team. Stay loyal, stay passionate, and let's keep the Browns' spirit alive. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Browns.